Hey, Life Uncloseted fans. It's time for another Rant and Riff. I'm Rick Clemens, your host of Life Uncloseted. And before we go too far, I just want to say thank you. I don't think I tell you guys thank you enough. Thank you for tuning in, for downloading, for subscribing, for listening to me babble on and allowing me to enter your life. So I just wanted to say thank you because I think it's important to do that, and I need to be doing that more. So if I don't say that, please remind me from time to time by sending me a quick little email or comment on a podcast. And thank you. And sometimes doing stuff like that can feel kind of risky to say thank you for something that maybe, I don't know, it feels uncomfortable saying thank you for, even though you don't need it. Although I think that one is a very needed thing. But I love looking at these things that make us feel uncomfortable or make us go out and stand on the edge. And I'm going to be real honest. I've been standing on the edge a lot for the past few months. So much standing on the edge that I've been doubting myself, that I've been questioning direction. I've even been questioning, should I keep doing this podcast? Even though it's one of the greatest joys of my life. I question, should I do this? And then what I realize, it's part of who I am. It's part of what I want to do. And sometimes you got to take the next risk. The risk that makes you feel uncertain, unmotivated, maybe confused. In fact, as I say those three words, what I realize for myself is I'm letting those things come out of the closet. Truly coming out of the closet so I can make my next bold move. I've been feeling very uncertain, quite a bit of lack of motivation, and definitely confused because of the direction I'm trying to go, which isn't really that much different than what I've always done. This work with men specifically is really what I've always been known for. Helping men come out of the closet, to live their most authentic truth in their sexuality. And then the bold move stuff started showing up and all this sort of stuff with the gay man's life coach. And as things continued to swirl, and now I'm working on some stuff about going into corporate arenas and stuff such as that. While the focus is around men, it's for everybody. And what I realize is the uncertainty, the lack of motivation, the confusion I've been spinning in is because I'm doing something new. And it's scary. It is so freaking scary. Now, it's not that new, but it is kind of a new direction because I'm saying, here's where I'm going. And do you want to follow me? I'm uncloseting my truth. I am taking and eating my own dog food right now and making some bold moves. Because what I realize is if I can help other men and other people, not saying, ladies, I'm not going to work with you, but if I can help other men come out of the closet about their own uncertainty, their own lack of motivation, their own confusion, their inability to say what they want to say, to be what they want to be, and to move into the places that they know they're supposed to be. If I can help other men do that, my life is pretty frickin' full. But see, what started to hold me back were these things. I felt like I had to have all the answers. But what I now know is I don't have all the answers, nor do I need to have all the answers to go do this stuff. You heard me talk last week about being at the college and working with the guys and discovering the three things about communication and confidence and connection. That was stuff I kind of knew, but it was new stuff and I didn't have to have the answers. Now I have those answers, so now I can move those forward. But then the other thing that somebody said to me the other day is, Rick, maybe you need to quit seeing yourself as an online entrepreneur. Or maybe you need to quit seeing yourself as the next guy who's going to create some fabulous course. Maybe you just need to see yourself as becoming an influencer to those who need to be influenced to be their own man. To those who want to make a bold move, male or female. To those who say, I am done living in the closet. Which was so ironic to me because I realized in that moment, I've been living in a closet for the past few months. A closet of uncertainty, a closet of lack of motivation, a closet of confusion. But as soon as I see myself as someone who can influence, who can be that person that says, wait, this is bullshit. This is how you can do this. This is a different way of looking at things. Then I can move forward. And to be able to make those noises in the right places for the right people starts to lift me out of that space where I don't feel like I'm in a closet. But it also helps me realize one of the things that I was most afraid of was my own bullshit. The bullshit in my head that says, you don't know what you're doing. You got to do it this way, Rick. Look at what somebody else is doing over there. Yeah, look at that guy. Look at what they're doing. Look at that speaker. I have to get beyond my own bullshit and do one thing. And one thing only. Did the volume just go up because I leaned into the mic? If it did, that was on purpose. I have to do the one thing, which is just be me and show up the way I'm meant to show up for those I'm meant to serve. And when I start doing that, I will quit second guessing, start believing, and start doing. So if you're struggling, which most of us do, you're probably struggling because something feels uncertain. And then when it feels uncertain, you're not motivated. And when you're not motivated, then you swirl in the confusion. So what I'm suggesting is admit all of that. Admit every bit of it. I'm uncertain, I'm not motivated, and I am confused, because the first step is admitting where you are and then starting to take the steps to say, I'm going to get out of this confusion space by starting to ask better and wiser questions. I'm going to realize that uncertainty is part of making a move, because none of us, and I know this, you've heard this hundreds of times, but I'm going to say it again, none of us knows from 1 minute to the next what's going to happen. Life is a series of moments of uncertainty. And when we can let go of the uncertainty, that's when our motivation will shift. I hope that's what happens. I trust, I believe, I'm sure of it for myself. Even as I'm sitting here talking to you and talking about this, I'm in one of the most uncertain spaces in my life. I'm actually in Portland as we speak, meeting with a potential business partner who we have created something yet to be completely flushed out that I don't have all the answers to, that could put me and him in a space of being influencers, that would allow us to go make some moves in all the right places, that can get me past being afraid of my own bullshit, that creates a space for me to just be me in the corporate business world in a different way than I've ever done, and allows me to quit second guessing and start believing and start doing. I hope that all makes sense to you. Because when you give yourself the permission to not have all the answers, to see yourself as something different than what you see yourself as. I've always seen myself as an entrepreneur, as a guy that maybe has kind of an online business. All of that is true, but that is not at the core of who I am. But if you give yourself permission to not have all the answers, to see yourself as you truly are in a different light, to see what else you are, I'm beginning to see myself as an influencer. When you give yourself the ability to make noise in the right places in your life to move yourself forward, when you step beyond being afraid of your own bullshit, when you allow yourself to just be you, you will quit second guessing, you will start believing, and you will start doing. I know I just kind of took you guys to church, but that's sometimes what Papa Bear Rick is all about. So I hope you go out, have a great day, a great week, whatever it is. I'm going to catch you in a few days with another interview. And just trust uncertainty is part of the process. Lack of motivation will always show up. And confusion is where you begin. Take care and have a great week, everyone. And talk to you real soon.